Hi friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Grace and this is GN Budgets. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. In today's video, I am going to be going over my paycheck breakdown. I will be adding some money to our weekly allowance and also to our sinking funds. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to start with reviewing our paycheck breakdown, and we made an amount of $3,664. So from that, we allocated $1,480 to our bills. A lot of these bills were already covered with our previous paycheck, but because we have extra cash, because in May we get 3 paychecks, I decided to allocate some money to some of these again so that we are kind of ahead of the game for next month. So internet will get 100, electric 215, NJ gas will get 265, cell phone will get 400, fuel 300, school lunches will get 200. Every time we get paid 3 times, the dates shift in a way that it allows us to have a little bit of extra money, and they call it magic month, but this is how I have been able to stay ahead of my bills. Every time we have a third paycheck in the month, I allocate a little bit extra to our bills so that it helps us stay ahead. After covering our bills, we were left with $2,184. And currently I am working on my Best Buy credit card. I'm trying to pay that down, and I decided to allocate $500 to that credit card. After we deduct the $500, we will end up with $1,684. The bills that are on the top, including my credit card payment, that money stays in the bank, in the checkings account. We make automatic transactions. We don't take this money out of the bank, but I do account for it. It helps me understand where we are in our payments so that we don't fall behind. Okay, saving, we are going to be saving a total of $420 today, which is going to be divided in 4 different categories. We're going to do 100 for our gray binder, 100 for our blue binder, $50, no, I believe it's $70 will go to our minis, and 150 will go to our long-term savings and saving boxes. So that is a really good amount in savings. In our wallet, we are going to be saving a total of $130 today, and we are taking out groceries because that money was already spent. I already went shopping, and we're only doing half of the amounts I budgeted. The other half will be cashed off next week. All right, and then for our high priority sinking funds, I'm allocating $396. For our low priority sinking funds, I'm going to be allocating $160. And for my month ahead, we're going to be allocating $246. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and start with our wallet. We have some rollover money, and this rollover money is going to be allocated to either our $1 saving challenge or the month ahead. We're working on a month ahead, and I do have that in cash, and I am okay with having that in cash for now. Once I reach $1,000, I am going to remove the money from that binder and I'm going to deposit it in the bank. I have not reached 1,000 yet, but we are very close to. Let's see how much we brought back in rollover. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, and $24. This is really great. Let me put this to the side for now. All right, so before we start, I have all the money here. This, my friends, this is the $420 we're going to be allocating to savings. I'm not going to count this because this is crazy with all the ones, but I will be allocating this to each of the binders off camera so that I can get ready for my saving challenge video. So here's the 420. And over here, Let me just make sure I know what we're doing. We have 834, or we should have $834. That's going to be for our sinking funds in our wallet. So let's go ahead and count this really quickly. Okay, so we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, 2, 4, 740. 750, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800, 810, 815, 820, 825, 27, 29, 31, 33, and 34. Perfect. We have everything here. Let me just put this like so. Okay, so now we are ready to cash stuff our wallet. So I'm going to be getting my usual $30. And this amount is for anything that I want to purchase during the week if I am exhausted. I do have a side hustle. So I work from 9 to 5. And after that, I do go do deliveries for 2-3 hours, depending on what I had scheduled. So that helps me if I don't have time to come home and I'm hungry. For the most part, I save my money, but sometimes I do buy a coffee or something like that. My husband is going to be getting 30 as well. And this again is for anything that he might want, maybe a coffee, maybe he's hungry. I do make breakfast for us every day, and lunches. We're doing a new meal plan this week, which is going to be fun. I don't know if you guys want me to post pictures, but I can do that. We're trying to eat healthier and take care of our bodies a little bit better and exercise. Kids, they're going to get $15. And this is for anything the kids might want. Maybe now that it's getting warmer, maybe they want an ice cream or something like a juice or something while we're at the park. Give will be getting its usual $5. And groceries will not get anything. So we're all set for the week, guys. This is it. We should be good to go on that. All right, so now we're going to work in our high priority binder. Okay, so car maintenance. Oof, let me get my little cheat sheet over here because I cannot remember. I changed my plan a couple of times this time around. I had budgeted one quantity, but then I realized that we were going to get another paycheck next I believe it's on the 1st of May. So I kind of shifted everything around, and so I can't remember what I wanted to do. So, and we are working with a lot more money than usual. Car maintenance, let me see. I allocated $50 to this. And in car maintenance, we have 100, 150, and 170. Very good. That's good. And this envelope is for anything pertaining to the car, oil changes, car tires, any parts that we may need if anything breaks down. So that's that. And then we have health. I am adding $20 to this envelope, and this is for anything that the kids might need. Maybe their inhalers that they use. Also, it could be for any co-pays. We do have a dentist appointment tomorrow. It's a cleaning. It should cover, but you never know with the insurances how they change. So now we have a 100, 150, 170, 190, $200 in health. We're doing really good here. In school, I am going to add $20 as well. And this is for anything that they need for school, any Spirit Day week or any gifts for the teachers. Sometimes they do like a little party at school and everybody brings snacks, so things like that. So we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 50, and 55. 155. We're doing really good here. And I am so happy I have been staying consistent with cash stuffing, because years ago, I remember the boys or the kids, even my eldest, she was like the one that suffered the most. We might need something for school and I would not be able to buy it because we were living paycheck to paycheck. And in most cases, I was paying my bills a paycheck behind because it was just too crazy. I am so happy this cash stuffing system changed my whole financial life. So very happy for that business. I am going to be adding $6 to this one. I originally had budgeted to put $8, but I changed my mind because the $2 that were supposed to go here, I am going to be putting them to Easter. And I was going to add $100 to Easter, but because I was able to get all the baskets and all the goodies for less than $72, I am done with Easter, so I can move on to my next category that I'm saving for the holidays. So now in business, we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 56. Oh, this one snuck in here. 55, 57, 59, 61, 63, 65, 67, 68, 69, and 70. Nice, very good amounts. Very nice. And this is for anything that I need. I do need a laptop, but for now, I will continue to save little by little. Groceries, I am going to add $100 to groceries since we do have the little bit of extra cash. So this one goes in here. This is for any bulk grocery shopping that I need to do. Self-care, we don't add anything in this one. Then next is our emergency. So business, I was going to add 8. I changed it to 6. Then Easter, I was going to add 100. So I put the $2 from the business, and then the 100, I am adding it to emergency. So I made a little bit of a little switcheroo over here, but I think it makes more sense for me to add the $100 up here. $100 is a little too much for the next holiday, so not in a rush for that. So I decided to just put those towards emergency. So we are adding $200 to emergency today. And $200, and you know that every time I reach $100, I change it for a placeholder, but I don't have them near me right now, so I'm just going to put the $200 in here, and then I'll do that off camera. So now we have $500 in the bank. We have 100, that's 6, 7, 20, 40, 60, and 80. So we have $780 that we have saved in our emergency fund for 2025. We're doing really great. Next will be our low priority. And first we're doing utilities. I did add some of my money in here. I had pulled it out earlier before and I had it in my wallet, but I put the $100 back in here because that way I have a visual where it is. We are going to be adding we're going to be adding $50 to this today. So we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 92, 94, 96, 97, and 98. $198. Okay, and this is going to cover our next quarterly bills for the water and the sewer. And I already have a month ahead for the water and sewer. This is just extra to the extra, which I've been very blessed and thankful that I've been able to save that with my husband. Sports, I am adding $20. And now we have 45 in sports. And I think that I have to buy my son, oh my gosh, I have to get him a new mouthpiece for Kevin, because I kind of washed it and I dropped it, and then I was like, oh my god, and he has practice tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to get up really, and I'm whispering because I don't want him to hear me, because I just remember that I did that. Anyways, I'll see if I can go to Dick's Sporting Goods in the morning, and he's just gonna have to wear one of those they're expensive too, so I'm happy that I have some extra cash in there. Clothing is going to get 20, but it wasn't my fault, you know. He left his mouthpiece in his pants knowing that I was going to do laundry, and I did check, but I think after I put the clothes together, I think he snuck in some pants so that he didn't have to take care of it. So we have 20, 40, 50, and 60. $60. Perfect. This one is adding up nicely. We just started adding to this not too long ago. We weren't focusing on that much, but now that I'm going through the older clothes and replacing some things, I need to bulk that up to buy some things. So vacation. So this envelope is really for travels, any emergency travels, any vacations, or anything like that. So we are going to, that's one of the things that is going to be changing in our budget. My husband is going to have to travel sometime at the end of the year. So we have to start adding some money to this. It's only going to be my husband because we won't be able to afford for all of us to travel. He has to go visit his parents in Honduras, and they're elderly, so I really want him to be able to have that time and spend with them, because God forbid anything happens and he's not able to see them. So he's going to be traveling, and I'm going to be adding $100 to this one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as a challenge, because I do have a nice little challenge book that I got from Melissa at Lifestyle Makes Sense. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to do this little challenge that I got. And this one, last time I did it, I completed it and I took out the money, but this one saved me like almost like $700. So I'm going to use this to save his vacation money or his travel money. So let's see what we can do. We have, I don't know if we have 50s in here. I cannot remember. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we have this one. It's 11. Okay. I'm going to do 50 and a 30. I'll do 50 in this other 31. So I'll try to do 50 in most of these, but we will see what we can do. We still have some time for him to get his ticket. So for now we're just going to, oh my gosh, what did I do? But for now we're just going to start this saving challenge on the side, so we are good to go. Fun money will get 10. Now we have 10, 15, and 20. We've used a little bit of this to eat some breakfast with the boys while we were on spring break. And gifts is getting 10. All right, so now we have 50, 70, 80, 85, and 90 in gifts. All right, this is done. Our final binder will be our holiday binder, and everything in this binder will be getting $2 today. So we have 2, and we have 10, 15, 17, 19, 20, 21, and 22 in Valentine's. Okay, in Easter, they still have $10 left, and now we have 2, which is 12. We did really good with the Easter baskets, and I gave Easter basket to all my kids. They were super happy. Right, and then Halloween will be getting $2, and now it has 20, 22, 24, 25, and 26. Oh my goodness, I cannot open this today. Okay, there we go. All right, Thanksgiving will also get $2. So we have 20, 22, 24, 25, and 26. All right, and now that we're done with Easter, our next holiday that we kind of like celebrate will be Halloween. So we're going to be adding a little bit more into Halloween, and the rest of the envelopes will be getting $2. Right, so Christmas is getting the last $140. So let's see how much we have in Christmas now. We have 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. $350. That's awesome. So let me go ahead and get my little tracker. All right, here it is. So I'm going to go ahead and find 2 50s and 2 20s. That's going to be 140. Let me color them in. All right. We are all done with this. This is what our challenge is looking. I think this one saves either 1,000 or 1,500. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out at the end of the challenge. So that is it, friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.